The Bitcoin manipulation is over and the expansion phase is next for Bitcoin. We've been predicting this breakout so clean. We've been talking about this in all the previous videos. We broke out and currently we are seeing the exact same retest as we are seeing in August. And after that, the price pumped 8% towards the upside. Bitcoin doesn't like Monday highs, but always put in a Tuesday low. We have seen this for months in a row right now, and of course today is Tuesday, so there is a high possibility that we will see a low forming here before building towards the upside. We are still in a small trade over on BangX because we are putting our money where our mouth is, and the USDT dominance is once again rejecting from the highs, and every time we have seen this, Bitcoin and crypto went massive after this reaction, and Ethereum is still holding strong, but we need to see some things for Ethereum before entering up some positions. But before we dive into this chart, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something into crypto ever again. I'm posting here throughout the day, and also like this, we have been predicting this move towards the upside, this perfect retest, and I called it right over there, and this week happened, and I called there that I'm opening up a position on Bitcoin, and we pumped afterwards. So fully transparent here. If you follow me, you would have missed this setup I shared right over here. And please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel to never miss a daily update video ever again, and like this video if you love those daily update videos, and we will dive right away into the chart for now. Because this pattern is a classic manipulation pattern. So we have accumulation, manipulation, and the expansion phase. And right now we have seen the manipulation phase happening, and the expansion phase is next for Bitcoin. Because what we saw is we saw a big accumulation happening. We manipulate the top side. So we took everyone out who has opened up a short position on Bitcoin. Also, everyone was screaming at this top, okay, we will see 140k. So everyone opened up big long positions, and all the long positions were liquidated with that manipulation wick on the top side. Also, on the lower side here, there was a lot of liquidity. People were long from off this lower side of the range, and we perfectly dumped below that. And that was pure manipulation to take everyone out of their long positions. So if we look at this chart, we can see that all the short has been taken out here from the top of the range. All the longs has been taken out from the lower side of the range. So all the liquidity is cleared for the next move. And the next move is the expansion phase. And most of the time, the last side we have been taking out, that was the lower side for now, that the opposite range will go on here. So we took out the longs, and that is probably a sign that we will go up afterwards, because they want people to get out of their longs in the expansion phase. So for now, we can see that the manipulation phase is over and that we are heading into the expansion phase, and that means that we probably will go towards new all-time highs there. Of course, the top of the side of the range here is resistance, so that is a really interesting point to keep in mind. But manipulation is over and the expansion phase is happening right now. We have been talking about this pattern. We have seen in August, literally right when it happened. It was on 8 November. It was right here 3 days ago. And we managed to predict this move towards the upside, this pullback here towards the downside here. And that was exactly where I opened up a trade. But right now, we have seen this pattern is literally unfolding exactly the same. Even the retested. So we broke out, we retested it. This is where I opened up my position. I shared it live over on X, so please make sure to follow me over there. That was the first step. That was right over here, the first step. Then we pumped towards the upside, rejected this high. We pumped towards the upside, rejected this high. That is exactly the same. And then we retested it once again, and we retested right now once again. And after that, we saw that pump towards the upside, and that is exactly what I'm anticipating on right now. After we saw that pump, there was a pump of approximately 8%, and if we see that right now, we will see a 112k, 130k Bitcoin within days. So this is huge that we are seeing the exact same pattern unfolding right now, and no one is talking about this, but we have been predicting this move towards the upside, this breakout and this perfect retest right now. Also, what we can see, which is crazy, is every single time on the Monday we put in a high, then we drop, and on Tuesday we put in a low, and after that the price moves forward. So right here, this was on a Monday, price dropped towards the downside. On Tuesday we set a low, price pumped. On Monday we set a high, Tuesday we set a low, price pumped. On Monday we set a high, Tuesday we set a low, a bottom, then we drop further towards the downside. Right here, Monday high, Tuesday low, Monday high, Tuesday low, and after that we most likely saw a pump happening or a little slightly rejection towards the upside here. Right here we saw it. Right here we saw a pump towards the upside afterwards. Here we dropped through. Also here we dropped through. But right now sentiment has changed, and I probably think that we will set a Tuesday low right now. And as we have seen in the past, we can see some momentum coming from off this low, which is really good to see. And I'm still in my small position over on BangX. Yeah, it is a really small position, but I opened up my positions when I said that this pattern was unfolding and point 6 was unfolding. Right, we saw it here, and I've been talking in this video, and for me it's really important to put my money where my mouth is. So if I talk about the setup that I say is really bullish, I'm opening up a trade because I'm really confident if I share setup with you that the setups are really great and high conviction, and that is exactly why I opened up this trade. So if you want to trade over on BangX or you want to trade over on VX, please make sure to sign up through the link in the description. You will have the best trade circumstances. So if you want to trade this setups, this pattern I'm sharing with you and also sharing with you over on X, please make sure to do it through the link in the description for the best trading circumstances. Then if you look at the Bitcoin ETF outflow, yes, or we are still seeing some outflows way bigger than the inflow. So that is something you really want to keep in mind, because the inflow need to be bigger for Bitcoin to pump. And right now the outflow is bigger than the inflow. So that will probably mean that there is a much tension in the market to see if the buyers or the sellers are stronger with the ETF. And we need to see buyers getting in right now, because the outflows need to be eaten up by the buyers. And right now we are not seeing the real buyers. So that is something I really want to see coming in the next days. Otherwise, there is something to keep in mind, that we probably could see a next leg towards the downside, because the outflows are way bigger than the inflows, and that is just ask and bid what we are seeing right then. And then probably we will drop further towards the downside. If we look at the USDT dominance, which is a really exciting chart. For the people who don't know, a USDT dominance chart means that how dominant the USDT and the stablecoins are in the crypto market. Of course, we don't want people to hold stablecoins, because that means that they are not into Bitcoin or other altcoins. So we want the USDT dominance going down here. We have seen this in the past 2 years. Every single time we put in a high, we dropped towards the downside, we all the way tested it back towards that high and rejected once again, all the way towards the downside. We pumped all the way back to this high and then rejected it towards the downside. And right now we pumped all the way back to this high, to the last point of this high, and we will reject it once again, because we are seeing a rejection once again on the USDT dominance, which means that money is floating into Bitcoin and into other crypto coins, which will cause for a massive pump for crypto in its whole, and of course Bitcoin. But right now I really want to see that rejection happening. But Look at this, every single time we tapped that high, we dropped further towards the downside. So that is exactly what I'm expecting to happen right now. And that will cause for a massive pump in crypto because the money flow is massively into crypto then. If you look at Ethereum, and that is one of the coins that probably will get inflow when the USDT dominance really drops, we can see that we perfectly tested the 50 SMA and also this very important trend line. We broke above and we retested it perfectly. After this fake out we got here to the lower side, we managed to gain back above this trend line, retested it perfectly and get a strong candle close above. So that is something that is really bullish for Ethereum. And I really want to see that strength getting into the ETF once again and on the lower time frames. I really want to see some high convictions before I open up a trade on Ethereum. But what we can see is that we are holding strong support on a very important trend line. And every single time we tap that trend line, we pumped towards the upside. And it's exactly what I'm expecting right now. But to open up a trade, I really want to see some more convictions before I open up a swing trade for Ethereum. But I expect Ethereum to pump towards easily this 4.9k, so towards its old high. And that was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss a setup ever again throughout the day. And please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video if you love those updates. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.